guys, we're very pleased right now to be talking to a great Florida Gator, one of the all-time greats in the National Football League, and NFL Hall of Famer, Jack Youngblood. Jack, thanks for spending some time with us and talking old school.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
First of all, we're here at the Florida Sports Hall of Fame banquet. Can you tell us a little bit about the Florida Sports Hall of Fame and what it means to be a member of it and to you?
Well, to be in any Hall of Fame is a true honor, especially when you're just an old football player and they remember you from the glory days back in the '60s. To be among the athletes that are in the Florida Hall of Fame. It's a true honor.
Now, of course, going from the Florida Hall of Fame, you're in the National Football League Hall of Fame. Can you tell us about just what it means what I'd like to ask you about that is, as I've heard you speak before, you went from a skinny high school football player at a small high school in North Florida, and your career took you to being a member of the National Football League Hall of Fame. What qualities did you possess that allowed you to take that journey?
You know, I don't think we have enough tape to tell that whole story, because it starts out in Monticello, Florida, and winds up in Los Angeles, and then finally in Canton after 14 years in the National Football League and waiting for 12 years to be inducted. It was on the final list for 10 of those 12 years. I thought I was a Susan Lucci of the National Football League. I mean, I was nominated and never elected. So, but you can't describe, a player like myself can't describe what it's like to be honored and to be recognized as one of the elite. I think I was 216 and have been elected over the entire history of the Hall of Fame. And when you stop and think about it like that and really put a perspective around it, it's rather awesome. It really is.
Now, I'd like to ask you, of course, one of the things you're probably most known for is playing in a Super Bowl. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers for the Rams on a broken leg, and I got two questions in one, basically. First of all, why would you choose to play with that kind of an injury? Secondly, how did you play with that kind of injury? Well,
first of all, you got to remember, when you're young and stupid, you do stupid things. So, not really. But there wasn't a choice, in my opinion. I had the opportunity, which our goals for all of those years. That was my 9th year in the league. Our goal was to get to the Super Bowl. We've been shut out 4 different times. I've been in 4 different NFC championship games. Dallas or Minnesota knocked us out 4 times. We finally got the opportunity. If I'm breathing, I'm going to be on that field. I want to be a part of that. That was the nature of that's what drove us to play. We wanted to go and perform and be a part of that team, try to contribute, try to be. I was one of the leaders, of the captain of the football team. You know, I wasn't going to miss it if there was anything left in me. If there was an ounce of energy, an ounce of will, I was going to go play.
You get that far, you didn't have a choice, in other words.
No.